Alrighty then, here we are with another round of red-white main deck Pyroblast value. This hand seems fine, depending on what we're playing against. Obviously it would have been better if we had a white source to just toss this one out immediately. Well, given the deck we're playing, I really hope my opponent's on Delver. If my opponent is playing Drake, then we're off to a very slow start and probably can't beat them, because this card doesn't do very much. Well, at least we have a decent amount of burn spells. That is a fact. We can blast them for 4 even. And now we can do the awesome turn 3 Thraben Inspector. Or we can just play another Wellspring thing. Alright, failed to draw land, which is unfortunate for us. That's 3 islands, which does sort of suggest, yeah, some of this nonsense. Oh my god. So if we like firebolt this, we get miscounted so hard. I mean spell started so hard. But we have like so many cards in our hand. Well, I mean, we're going to discard the hand size anyway. It's possible that they might not actually go for it. Okay, they let that resolve. I am pleasantly surprised, and I'll absolutely not try to play another one of our spells until such a time is available that I can just like kill all their fairies at once. Which we might not be able to do, unfortunately. The Spire Golem, not normally a big problem, but it is when, you know, we have only 2 lands on turn 4. Okay, this helps quite a lot. So if they have Spellstutter, this is the usual conundrum like when playing against this deck. So if they have Spellstutter, I don't want to cast Blast first, because then it gets Spellstuttered. But if they've got Daze, then I want to cast Blast. I don't want to cast Blast second. You know, I'd rather like play a Firebolt here, and then they'll probably try and counter it. It's unclear though. I think I'll just leave my mana open. I think I need to build up a little bit in terms of mana before I can realistically hope to kill something here. Another Spire Golem's fairly annoying. Gosh. Definitely annoying. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it resolves. So unless the opponent like taps a mana here, I'm probably just going to have to sacrifice this clue to try and reach 4 mana, wherein I can like Angelic Purge plus Galvanic Blast or something along those lines. But depending on their exact makeup of counter spells, it's pretty difficult to get under what the situation that we're in at the moment, where, you know, we're just banged on a bunch of mana for not much reason. You know what would be great is a Pyroblast. That card would be sweet. Alright, so I think I need to cast this Skyfisher and return a land. The Skyfisher does quite a few things here. Pressingly, if they want to Spellstutter Sprite it, then I can, you know, kill one of their fairies in response, assuming they don't have days, which they might. If they have days, then whatever, I guess. We get gotten. I have to assume this means they don't have days, though. It would have been a nice 2-for-1. So I'm going for calling they don't have days and firing off this Galvanic Blast while we have Metalcraft and they're tapped out. If they daze us now, though, I'll be quite impressed by their patience in not snapping it off already. They do have a daze. I am definitely quite impressed by their ability to just not, you know, counter this Skyfisher when they obviously could have. It's also possible, of course, that they accidentally didn't daze my Lightning Bolt, which would have obviously left them with... But then, on the other hand, if they could have dazed it, then I wouldn't have been able to like return a land to my hand, and I wouldn't be able to cast a spell anyway, so... I'm not... I guess I basically just got gotten. That's all there is to it in this situation. Okay, snap. No, not the best card in the world here, but really punishing since they don't have another land, that's for sure. So I expect this is going to get counterspelled now. Yeah. So I guess I need to firebolt this Delver Secrets in case it like flips up. Yeah, turn 7 and not drawing another land's been really punishing this game. Maybe actually get to attack since they don't have a 2/4 untapped. That is a weird time to gush. There's basically no reason to gush there. I'm not sure why they would do that. I mean, they just have 2 less lands in play right now. They failed again? Oh gosh. So I mean, this still gets countered by most things. I think I need to play... I think I need to play Glinthawk and then try and Bone Splitter up. I definitely can't play around Spellstutter Sprite anymore. This is going to get us no matter what, I think. Yes, I would like to. And counterspelling the Bone Splitter makes a lot of sense. Skyfisher and probably just return Prism here. Since we're probably going to be priced into playing Angelic Purge next turn, counterspell or no. So this turn we can double block, but you know, if they didn't have counter spells there, they probably have snaps or vapor snags or something. Yeah, I mean, this matchup is like, I'm usually on the blue side, and I generally never feel that bad about it. It just depends on if the opponent just starts the game with like reasonable mana. Then they can just kill off your stuff, and you can never really get going. So if we get snapped here, then our Glinthawk gets killed, which would also be not great for us. Another thing we can do is we can just block here and then block here. So this way they bounce off and we eat the Miscreant, which is desirable since it lowers our vulnerability to spell stutters. Now they returned one of the Spire Golems to our hand, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. Have you drew a Galvblast? Okay, just checking. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we still have Metalcraft. We get to murder some things and play Thraben Inspector. Well, that was a quick turnaround. We even get to attack for real damage. So we're not out of the woods yet, but the fact that the opponent like just gushed at me during one of my turns and put them back a bunch of mana so they couldn't ninja plus protect anything. I mean, it's possible they just had like 4 lands in hand at the time, but still. Man, I still don't have another land. I mean, I really love to play this with Pyroblast, or at least Daze protection. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll play this Prism. Try and draw a land. If I draw a land, I'll play Inspector. Still didn't draw a land. But I guess I don't mind if this Glinthawk gets countered. And I don't think I need to hold up Pyroblast this particular turn. And I will gang block the hell out of the Spire Golem if given the chance. Because I don't think I can die while I'm at 5. Yeah, I guess they could like Vapor Snag all my blockers, like all 3 of them, then that would kill me. Still not another land. I'm gonna play out these again. I think now I'm gonna hold up Pyroblast some more for basically anything that looks like it's gonna kill me. Hooray! So actually, I'm gonna hold all this mana up because it lets me Pyroblast while playing around Daze, and also end step I can sacrifice this clue because otherwise it's, you know, just a card lying there on the table. They just showed me a ninja to depowers. Now I'm not sure if they meant to do that or if Modo is bugged. I do vaguely remember at some point Delver Secrets just always showed your opponent even if you clicked no. Anyway, so Bone Splitter in this matchup is not bad, but we're really going for like an attrition route. And Bone Splitter, like, while it lets us bash through Spire Golems in particular, I think it's fine not to bother and instead just have like this Pyroblast and possibly Celestial Flare. I mean, I guess I need the Electricaries, even though they probably want to board out some stuff that it hits, and I get to take out looting since I don't have any real dead cards in my deck. I'm never excited by Kadoltha Rebirth, but it's not terrible. I guess Rebirth gets a lot worse if Bone Splitter is not in my deck. I think I'm going to put in Celestial Flare and a Bone Splitter. Flare is not great for sure, but it can punish the opponent if they're like attacking with multiple creatures and they think they can save their creature with like a bounce spell, then they'll still need to sacrifice something. It's not actively good, but it also gives me another way to kill a blocking Spire Golem. And Angelic Purge has to stay in because of Stormbound Geist. So ideally you get to 4 mana before you cast Angelic Purge on a Stormbound Geist, but however, deck seems relatively reasonably well set up against them. Alrighty then, I'm gonna snap keep this. It's not a snap keep, I guess, but it's definitely a keep. And so what am I playing turn 1? I'm pretty sure I'm playing Plains Thraben Inspector turn 1. I guess the alternative is to like play Secluded Step and then try and play 2 Inspectors on turn 2. Actually, new plan, Bolt, and if they don't have a daze, then it dies. Alright. So the problem with... So what I was going to say there was I don't want to walk into Spellstutter Sprites if I can help it. So if the plan is to like make 2 Inspectors turn 2, I'm sort of forced to do it if I go like all in on that plan. Because if the opponent just sits there with 2 untapped islands, I don't think I can reasonably pass the turn with just playing none of the Inspectors in my hand. But since they played Delver and I drew a Bolt, or at least they drew a Mountain, this gives me the new plan of make an Inspector plus Bone Splitter. And I think Bone Splitter is more valuable. Like if they do have a daze, like if they just drew into one, I think I'd rather get one of the Inspectors dazed, since I only have 1 Bone Splitter in my deck now, and that's all I ever really want to draw. But in combination, it's, you know, fairly nice. Oh, the opponent has a Bone Splitter. What dagger? I was gonna lead with this Ichor Wellspring. I could have obviously just equipped and attacked, but I'm still feeling like there might be a Spellstutter Sprite, so I don't want to like use my leftover mana to play Thraben Inspector. It just sets me up to cast Angelic Purge if I need to a little bit better. I'm also expecting to cycle this. I don't really want to play any of these creatures out into the Spellstutter Sprite until I draw some kind of red spell to protect my creature. Especially since I have things to do. Like this Prismatic Prism. Well, given what happened last game, I guess I'm going to just play this one. Now that I drew this Firebolt, I'm happier to go up to 5 mana if I happen to draw some lands afterwards. I still have a clue to draw with. I can now Angelic Purge while not being dazed if they play a Stormbound Geist. Everything's doing okay, I guess. I guess they could double Spellstutter me here. Ooh, counter spell on Ichor Wellspring. That's not a good feeling. I mean, it's also entirely possible that they don't have Spellstutters in their deck, but there's no reason to just give them it for free. You know, like eventually they're going to be forced to play something out to block this Inspector I already have. Galvanic Blast. I like that one. It's a good card to draw. Right. Let's see if they want to fight over this. they might have another one. And if they do, that's, you know, rough beats. But that's okay, since... So they got that, but now, because I forced them to tap out, I get to, like, firebolt it, which prevents them from ninjaing me again. I get to cast this Glint Hawk and return Prism, since I don't need the colours. And Wellspring is better to have in play when I have this in my hand. So that worked out alright. Because I'm actively drawing more cards than they are. They might well be able to filter better, but they're still not going like plus cards any. Whereas eventually my Wellspringing and stuff will just pull me ahead on cards so that they're forced to counter stuff that they don't want to have to counter. Do they want to counter this with counter spell? Sure. Now I'm feeling good about resolving this Glint Hawk. No, they got me. They got me again. Is it deprive? Oh, that's not really getting me then. It's just a mild get. But I mean, I still have a 3-2 and a 2-2 in play. You don't really have that many good ways of dealing with this. There's a Spire Golem, which is reasonably expected. Ooh, the value. I guess I could have Scalp Blasted him first, but I think I was in good shape. Hooray, I managed to win the match. And we didn't even cast any Pyroblasts. What a dagger.